Get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Candy's home. Me and Tansy are just hanging out, watching Home Alone. It's still pretty early in the morning. We're still in our PJs, having some coffee. And today I'm going to be cleaning up. It's Monday, but I didn't get the whole house cleaned up from the party. There's still like boxes and wrapping paper everywhere, and it's still just kind of a mess. So I have to kind of pick up the house today. We have lots and lots of leftovers, so I really won't be making any food because we made, within the last couple days, we have so much food that we made, and people from the party brought food, which was so nice of them. I wish I would have gotten some pictures or clips from the party. I just couldn't even pick up my phone. I was so busy running around. I had to get pictures from both of my sister-in-laws because I got not even one photo from that party.
Mama, when it was yellow, it was white. It's white.
Oh yeah, she's eating her Halloween candy that she got for her birthday. She already had breakfast. But yeah, so I didn't get anything, which I feel really bad about because I dressed up. I was a vampire. Tansy was a witch. Teagan was Minecraft, and Theo was Jason. So it
Nana was a kitty.
And Nana was a kitty cat. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. We're just kind of trying to still recoup from the party today. It was a blast, but wow, I am so tired still from it. So yeah, I don't know. Theo has a football game tonight, and so it's a good thing that we do have leftovers. Super easy night, gonna eat, go to his game. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys are having an awesome Monday, and we will talk to you in a little bit. There? They're like our favorite for breakfast, aren't they? Quick and easy and delicious. Same with that milk. The party was a big success. I'm going to take my glasses off because there's always that awful glare. So we had Mike's family come, and then most of my family came to the party, and Theo had two friends over. The kids had their cousins over, well, most of their cousins over, and we went for a spooky walk in the graveyard. That was like the highlight of the party, I feel like, because all the kids were like freaking out. I'm sure you've seen in my videos that we live right next to a graveyard. It's literally like right in our backyard, and I sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, our graveyard, and people are like, you own a graveyard? I'm like, no, we don't own it, but it feels like we own it because it's right there when you look outside, and we go for walks. Like, I'll walk the dogs through there, or like the kids, instead of going on the busy highway to the bike trail, we'll just walk in the graveyard. So I just call it like our graveyard. So once it got dusk, we took them for a spooky walk through the graveyard, and that was a blast. Like, the kids loved that. And it was a full moon, so that made it even better. But yeah, they got lots of good gifts from everyone. Super happy about that. Very lucky kids they are. And it was just a fun time with family, and we had lots of good food and company. And Theo had a friend sleep over, and his cousin slept over. Kids are already asking me, I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but they're asking me to take the Halloween stuff down, and they want to put up Christmas stuff. And it's not even Halloween yet. So I told them I would think about it because we've had our Halloween stuff up since late August. And I don't know if it's because we had the party or what. They're just like, they're ready for Christmas. And I feel like I kind of am too. But I have never taken out my Halloween stuff before Halloween. So I'm like, I really don't know if I'm going to do it. I told them I would think about it. So I will let you guys know if we're going to be taking out all of our Halloween stuff before Halloween and putting up Christmas stuff. I can only imagine what our village, it's not even called a town. It's where we live is so small, it's called a village. So I can only imagine people in the village will be like, what in the world? Now they got their Christmas stuff out and it's not even Halloween. Like, people are coming up to us and they're like, you guys must really like Halloween because it was only August and we'd have our stuff out. So like they do notice. So it'll be funny to, if I do take the stuff, our Halloween stuff down and then put out the Christmas stuff, they're just gonna be like, there's the nutty house. Tansy is just finishing up her cream cheese bagel. I made us that for like a little, well, it was my breakfast, but she already had cereal. Now she's having a bagel with milk. So we are gonna take a drive out to the Amish. I have my brother's down payment for a scoop. So we're gonna be doing that, which is always fun to go for a little drive. Usually we don't really go places. We don't really get out a whole lot. So we're gonna do that. And then like I said, tonight is Theo's football game. We got a bunch of leftovers, so I don't have to worry about cooking food tonight besides just putting it in the microwave and warming it up. And I think I might organize our pumpkin walkway. We did not get a chance to carve our pumpkins because they're still green. And yeah, they're not fully orange yet. And I cleaned for the party the other day and cooked. So I didn't have time to do all the pumpkins. Even though the kids could help me, there was just no time for it. We have like, how many pumpkins do you think we have? I think we have like 14 pumpkins outside. Maybe 14.
We have like 20. We have like 20.
She thinks we have 20. We're gonna go count them. When we leave, we're gonna go and count and see how many pumpkins we got out there. So we're gonna organize our pumpkin walkway. Hopefully next weekend we will be able to carve them. That's gonna be a half-day process, isn't it, sis? Mm-hmm. Because we have a lot of pumpkins, even though some of them are small. It's just gonna take a while. So, but that's okay. It's always a lot of fun, our pumpkin walkway.
You make vampire out of rabbits.
Yeah, you can make a vampire face. That'd be cute. So yesterday was Mike's last day off. So the rest of the week is just me and the kiddos. So yeah, we're just hanging out. I don't know why my hair looks so crazy today. It's so puffy, but it's cute. It's all right. I'll take it.
So pretty.
Your hair is always so pretty. You can come stand next to me if you want.
But I can't because I'm on the heat.
Or just walk on the bench and come over. So today's plan is to organize the pumpkins. We still gotta do chicken chores. Theo woke up a little, usually Theo does chicken chores in the morning. He woke up a little late today. So I was like, I'll go out there and refill their water. And I mean, I'm sure that, their water is usually pretty full anyways, but just kind of clean it out a little and make sure that they have food. I mean, we let them out almost every day, so it's not like they don't get to walk around and eat a bunch of bugs. Look at how mommy did her two. There you go.
3.
Look at how mommy did her 3.
Oh, backwards. You did it backwards. Sometimes leftwards.
Just try again. Try 3 again. Look at mama's.
1. Oh, no.
We're going to have to practice that 3, huh? We can keep practicing.
I can't.
Okay, just try one more time and then move on. There you go. 3, 4, 5.
What?
What's next?
7.
7.
8.
Oh. No, try again.
Alright.
The 7's backwards too, hon.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Your 7's backwards.
Try again.
Okay.
See how mommy did hers. Here. 8, 9, 10. I've been watching a lot of videos on dry freezers, and I really want a dry freezer. Like, we almost got one a couple weeks ago at the Tractor Supply store. I think it was on sale for the small one, it was like $2,600, and we didn't get it. I was just like, ooh, like with the birthdays and the holidays around the corner, I was like, no, like, it just wouldn't be a good time to get it. But it's always in the back of my mind. I'm like, maybe because he gets like an annual at the end of the year annual bonus. I'm like, maybe we could like give each other a Christmas present and buy us the dry freezer, because I tell you what, like with all the tomatoes and just all the leftover vegetables that we had, like corn, I'm sure you can do corn. You can pretty much do anything, it seems like, in the dry freezer. I just feel like we could have really used it with our garden, and next spring we want an even bigger garden. So I feel like we would use it a lot, and you can like make your own like dog treats or dried dog food, just little snackies, and it's supposed to last for like 20 years. So if you have a dry freezer, let me know what you think about it. I've watched lots of videos. I have not heard one bad thing about the dry freezers. It seems like everybody loves it and that they're very useful and really something to, what's the word I'm looking for? They just seem really useful and like a good investment, because you could spend $2,500 on something silly, like, I don't know, well, everybody needs clothes. I shouldn't use clothes as an example, but I don't know, I just feel like it's so easy to spend like money like that on like things that maybe you'll use for a little bit, but it's not as useful to you, and then like you'll throw it away in maybe a couple months or like a year and you don't really use it anymore. I like to, if we're gonna spend money like that, I like it to be something that we're gonna use for a super long time and it somehow is going to benefit us. And I just feel like the dry freezer is really gonna benefit our family, just like how we bought the pressure canner, the Camp Chef with the pressure canner, all the mason jars we bought, like that kind of added up in the end. It was expensive to like buy it all, but we're pressure canning our own food and it's gonna last 3 to 5 years and we can make a lot of meals out of it. So I don't know, I just thought I would mention that because I've really been thinking about those dry freezers and the ones that we saw at Tractor Supply, and they told us that they were selling out like really fast. So I was like, oh, I hope they, you know, by the time that we want to go get one, I hope they're still available. So I was just checking the weather, and tomorrow it's going to be 75, but after that it's all 60s and 50s and in the low 20s at night. So the other night we had to start up our pellet stove. It's pellet stove season. We love having the pellet stove on. And so we just turned on the pellet stove. We ran it last night. It's going to be off today and most likely tomorrow, because tomorrow is just going to be pretty warm out. But after that, we're in full swing of running that stove, and it's going to be cold out and we're going to just be bundled up inside. And I've been waiting for this cold weather. So I'm super excited that hopefully the 70s are gone and it's in the 60s, rain or shine. That's my favorite weather. And it's finally happening, yay! So super excited about that. We burn Black Hills Gold pellets, and I don't know why, but for some reason, they're just not burning as hot as they did last winter. Like, they're not, like, with the air coming out of the stove, like, it's just not as hot, I feel like, which is weird. So I don't know if they switched to, like, a different wood or how that all works. I mean, it's still really good. It still beats our furnace, but it's just not, like, that burning hot. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to look into it and see if there's something that changed that we don't know about. It's still, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still really good pellets. They're just not burning as hot as they did last winter. And both Mike and I, we both noticed it, like, right away. So that's all right though. We're so thankful for the pellets that we have. We got 3 tons of the Black Hills Gold, and I really hope that it lasts us until spring. Otherwise, next year, we're going to have to get 4 tons. And that is a lot of pellets. We don't have a truck. We actually hauled the pellets to our house in my van and in the SUV. It took us 4 trips. And I said, next year, we are not doing that again. Either we're going to get a U-Haul or hire somebody, like, that has a truck to help us out. Somebody that we know, we'll pay him, whatever. But I was like, yeah, my van cannot handle back and forth with 3 or 4 tons of pellets. So yeah, that's my rant on our pellet stove. If you don't have one, you should look into getting one because they are really nice. This would be our 2nd year having a pellet stove, and they're definitely worth the money.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So I said 14 and you said 20, and we got 15. So
15 pumpkins.
we got 15 pumpkins that we grew on our own. That's pretty good, isn't it?
I'm just gonna go.
So 15 pumpkins we gotta carve next weekend. But they're really not that, I mean, some are pretty, like, a good, decent size. But there are some that are really tiny. So those ones will only take a couple minutes. Hi, Ernie. I know. What's going on down here? What's going on? Last night I heard their alarm going off, so Mike looked outside and didn't see anything. So of course, with that flashing and making noises, it took off. But there was something walking by him. This one is big.
Open
The
it.
shell is like soft.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even realize that.
Oh, here you go.
It's soft. They're everywhere. Go ahead and open it. Oh, you got a double! That's funny. That's kind of like with our chicken eggs. You know how we crack them and we got a double yolker? Nice big surprise. That's what you just got.
Wow.
Some squirrel is missing out, aren't they?
A letter is a lot of times. I try to look for them and open them. And I can eat my pine cone soup.
It's almost full, sis.
Now here's up one. 4 more.
Just 4 more? She's got a lot in there. And this is all for Halloween soup, you said, right?